Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the Ian Bailey Magic YouTube channel. My name is Ian Bailey, this is my YouTube channel, and we're going to be looking at Peak wallets today, so let's have a look. Maybe this, I think I've got like some kind of form of animal or something like that.
Oh my god!
Okay.
No!
We've got the sun. Turn it over, have a look. Come on.
That's it.
Come on. I'm Ian Bailey and this is MagSite, your new everyday carry Peak device built into a seemingly ordinary MagSafe wallet. You've heard the game 21 questions.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm going to try and guess what you're going to draw with just 3 questions, all right? And they'll seem unrelated, but I think basically I've cracked the code to hopefully guess what you're going to draw, okay? So I want you just to draw a simple image, so nothing too crazy. I don't want the Mona Lisa or anything. There are a few things I love about this wallet in particular, and that's the ingenious Peak design. This allows you to show both sides of the wallet before and after every performance, giving you the most amount of confidence when you go out and perform. Your card, and rather than put it on the table, I will put it in here. So the first question is, what is your favourite type of food, Louis? What do you like? Pick your favourite place to go on holiday.
Norway.
Norway? The second thing is I include 2 mini whiteboards. This means you can perform this trick again and again throughout the day without having to worry about bringing spare business cards to replace the ones you just used. Okay, right. I think I just need two questions.
Really?
I think I've got it just on those 2 things. I think you've gone for something kind of living in a weird way. Maybe this, I think I've got like some kind of form of animal or something like that. Hoping you're going to react well. Take a look, see what I've got. Show the camera.
That's quite strange.
That's pretty good. That's pretty close, because I was getting birthday cake. And the final thing is it comes with a built-in stand. So whether you're filming a selfie or watching your favourite Netflix show, this wallet is so practical, it's going to live in your pocket every day. If you don't own an iPhone or a MagSafe compatible device, do not worry, you can still use this because I give you a free magnetic ring. This means you can adhere this to your own phone or case, and you can still use MagSite as your everyday wallet.
Oh my god!
Okay.
No!
We've got the sun. Turn it over, have a look. Come on.
That's it.
Come on. I'm Ian Bailey and this is MagSite. Well, I hope you all had fun in Blackpool without me. It's very sad that I couldn't be there this year. I just basically, I couldn't really take the amount of time off that Blackpool is now, which is 4 days long. And then I would need 5 days to get there the day before to then set up. It's a long way from my family at the moment at this kind of present time of having a 2-year-old. So I couldn't really do that. However, I will be alternating, I think, between the session and Blackpool each year. So I was at the session this year. Next year I'll be at Blackpool. Year after that, maybe the session again, etc., etc. The other thing is also I don't do particularly well as a trader at Blackpool because a lot of my tricks are kind of UK language specific. The jokes work well in the UK, but not very well in other countries. So I did dig it on some German people and they looked at me and they were like, don't get it. And I'm like, well, I've just made a spade appear and that's the same as the spade on the card. And they say, no, it isn't. It's not in our language. Spade is a different thing in our language. And I'm like, okay, well, just imagine as though you were English, and how funny it would be if the spade was the same spade. And they go, oh yeah, that is funny. Yeah, I can see why they would find that funny. And then I say, oh, that's good. And then they walk away. So that's how Blackpool goes. So anyway, so I I do okay at Blackpool. There's a few things that I do have available or is going to become available, which is not language specific. So I think I'll probably do a bit better next time round. But we are going to be looking at my new Peak wallet. That's right, my new Peak wallet. Back in 2015, I released the magnificent Peak wallet. And then I decided to change the name because I thought it was a bit weird. And it took me a while to then get more wallets made. So it was kind of out of stock for about 4 months and now it's back. So this is the MagSite wallet. It's literally just launched this weekend. Very excited to show you it. And let me show you the workings of it. Not too much on YouTube, but we'll go into a little bit of detail. We'll speak some magic speak, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you it on my iPhone 12 mini because my actual phone is being used to film above. But this is the MagSite wallet. I love it, and it's your typical MagSafe wallet. It's it can actually store 4 cards. I've only got 3 in here at the moment, but it stores 4 cards. Made out of plastic, which is good for me as an electrician. If it gets grubby, I can wipe it clean. It's very hard wearing, which is nice. You haven't got to worry about any kind of leather or anything scratching, so that's good. And then on the back, you've got basically this magnetic ring, which allows you to use it as a phone stand like this. So it is really nice, the fact that you can have your phone at an angle so that you can watch Netflix and things like that, or you can film yourself performing. Yeah, it's just a very, very handy wallet to have, to be honest. So it's all built into that wallet. So it's a great wallet anyway. Whether you're going to perform with it or not, I recommend this wallet. I think it's brilliant. Let's look at the kind of the workings of it. So, like I say, the way that this works is very similar if you own the Alias wallet by Colin MacLeod, or Cloud, but we know him as MacLeod, me and you. So it's that method basically built into this. What makes this unique is the fact that basically because of this particular design, this magnet is the mag that, you know, like if I was to look at a normal MagSafe wallet, you're limited by the magnet size of the hole. Plus, people know that there's kind of like a hole in the back of a MagSafe wallet anyway. So I wanted to kind of stay away from that. And I've weirdly just happily bought one of these. And this was the thing that kind of made everything click into place. Because you may know, I worked on a project called Just In Case. It was released with Murphy's Magic. And what that allowed you to do is rubbish explaining it with this particular wallet. But this case, because it's see-through. But what you would do is you would have a card holder that was permanently stuck on to the wallet, to the case. So the wallet was permanently stuck onto the case. And what I would do is I would give them a card to draw on. So let me get one out of here. So you give them the card to draw on. And as you give it to them, and you may still like this method, you know, it might still be valid for you. You might like it. What I would then do is take the phone out of the phone case whilst they're doing their drawing. And it doesn't work particularly well with the square design, but if you've got the iPhone 17 that I have, it's a much smaller kind of hole here. And I would cover that hole with my thumb so that I would then take it back, put it in here, and as I put it away in my pocket, I stare through the hole that I cut in the case and the wallet, and I'm staring straight at their information as I put the phone in my pocket. And then as I put the phone in my pocket, I actually nest the phone case back onto the phone, and then I can then bring the phone out and then I can reveal the information. So basically what that was iPhone by Mark Mason without having to carry an extra phone, right? I love that and I thought it was great, but to carry an extra phone, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm carrying something extra. I don't want to carry anything extra. Just want it to be my ordinary wallet and phone, and we're done. So that was that. That was, you know, the Just In Case. So I worked on that for years and years. And then I saw the Everyday Peak Wallet by Illusionist. And what that was it was a very similar thing in terms of a case like this being stuck onto a phone permanently. But it operated with like a little hinge. And they revealed this on their website, on the actual trailer for it. So I don't feel like I'm revealing anything I shouldn't be as such. But with that, it basically hinged open so that you can stare at the information. Now, what I did is I crudely made my own version after purchasing theirs and supporting the creator. I got myself my own MagSafe wallet, cut the material out to make a kind of a flat base, and then stuck this on as a hinge and used that, right? And so that meant I could take it off and on the case if I wanted to. But the annoying thing is it just flaps about all the time, right? And if you put magnets on there, it's a bit awkward to work with. And also it wore away quite a lot over time on this edge. So that's one thing that didn't work, and I let it go. And then I had the idea of doing a MagSafe design, but like I say, you're restricted by the size of the hole, and then also people know there's a hole anyway, and it kind of scared me into making them. And then suddenly when I brought my new iPhone, I also brought myself a new wallet, and I brought the wallet with this phone holder in. And that changed the game completely, because what it allowed me to do was actually move the magnet out of the way, which meant that the peak window is even bigger, right? Bigger than the magnet ring as such. But then also allowed me to show both sides of the case the way I've adapted this and made it work. So basically it was like an absolute dream, right? And with the magnificent peak wallet, I was buying them and then adapting them myself. Whilst these ones are, although they're kind of like a market item, they've been adapted professionally. So the peak window is so nicely cut and it's all just very top class in terms of the way it's made. So that's really good. I'm very happy with that. So I want to talk about what you get in the pack when you get your MagSite and why I'm doing certain things in certain ways. And we'll go into it. So you get your MagSite wallet, and inside there is your bank card. All right, that's right. I've got your bank card in my wallet with your name on it. Weird, isn't it? Look, your bank card with your name on it. That's available at ianbaileymagic.com. No, I don't give you one of them. What I do give you is 2 whiteboards, and I just think the whiteboard feature is just lovely, because if you want to perform this multiple times during the day, bearing in mind this is your everyday wallet, I don't want to have to carry extra business cards to replace the ones I just drew on, right? So having the whiteboards is such a lovely design to put in, a feature to put into the wallet, and I provide these with the MagSite wallet, so you're good to go. You're welcome. But it means that you can do multiple performances throughout the day, and you're always ready. You haven't got to worry about remembering to refill them. Because I find sometimes if you're using a peak wallet at a gig, and then you're carrying a stack of cards to replace the ones in your peak wallet, just do the peak with the stack of cards, surely. Like, don't carry the 2, just carry the one thing. So this is my kind of solution to this problem. And also, when you draw on this, let's say I'm going to draw a big window here, and I'm going to draw a tree. It really doesn't rub off when you put it in, okay? So as it goes into the wallet, obviously there's going to be more cards added to it, but it really actually works very, very well. You haven't got to worry about it rubbing off at all until you actually want to yourself. So yeah, it's really nice to have that feature built into into the package. So let's say they draw the tree, the card will go into the wallet, and I'm going to do this kind of real time to this camera, okay? So, and this is me not kind of pretending to perform it, this is me actually performing it. So it goes in, it goes into the wallet like this, goes in like that. I then grab the phone, and then I'm going to place it on here, and I've just got the peak, right? So that's peak number 1. So I've just got the peak by doing that. Another method is having the wallet in my hand like this, and maybe going into my pocket to grab the phone and put the case back on. Just got the peak again. The other thing is you could refer to a QR code that I occasionally get people to scan before I read their mind. I kind of talked briefly about that on the video. But as I draw attention to the phone, I've got the peak again. The other thing I like to do is what I call the ball of fluff. Oh my goodness, look at that. Stuck in the charging port. Don't know what else is in there, but that's crazy. And I've got the peak again. So there you go. So there's lots of different methods of peak, and then also finally another peak method. Once again, the card goes in. So it goes into the wallet. I ask them to hold their hand out. As I ask them to hold their hand out, they put their other hand on top. I've got the peak again. Okay. So I don't want to go into too much detail open on YouTube in terms of how it works, but I want to show you kind of what the peaks look like in practice. And yeah, it's just a really, really lovely wallet, to be honest. Like I say, I love the phone stand. I love the whiteboards. I also love the fact that you can show both sides of the wallet. I think it's very clever in its design. Like I said, I literally came across this just by purchasing something and it just clicked in place. So I'm very pleased with the way that's worked. But that's it. That is it. So the price for these are £50. The price might go up at some stage to kind of maybe 60, 65. But the initial load will be at 50. And that comes with the whiteboards as well. And I just think it's a wonderful, wonderful effect. I really do. So say goodbye to the magnificent Peak wallet and hello to MagSite. And thank you so much for watching the video. What I will say is this: you need to subscribe to my email list. If you haven't done already, you need to do that, because I've been working on something for maybe 5-6 months now, and it's going to change the game for you stage performers or you parlour performers out there. This is something which has solved an issue that everyone has had. Everyone. And I've got quotes on the trailer that's almost done by Mark Paul, Taylor Hughes, Caroline Raven, Joshua J. 4 of the biggest, most travelled magicians that you're ever going to see. And these people love this thing that I'm about to release. So you'll need to be on my email list to buy it first. And yeah, that will be coming out in a couple months' time. Maybe even sooner. It might even be released at the Alakazam convention, which I am going to on the 9th of May. So I will see you there if you're going to that. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.